Okay, Grand Rising to everyone out there. Okay, I'm going to bring the news to you, some updates, because the Most High is moving swiftly. He is moving swiftly. He is cleansing the earth. He's not just cleansing the earth with the coronavirus, but he's doing it with tornadoes, fires, earthquakes, floods as well. Yes. Okay, so I'm on CNN. I'm going to play this. We're going to play this so you can hear this. This is from CNN.
Rampage is wrestling.
It's not just hot here, it's life-threatening hot.
It feels like we live in an oven. The fact that we're not doing anything is what makes it feel so apocalyptic. The process begins in the kitchen. This will be filled with either dirty gray water or plant gray water. If it has soap in it, it goes into the small bucket, and that will flush our toilet.
Okay.
Morning when you take your shower, you have it on the coldest setting. You have it on ice cold, and it's still hot. In the washer, you're putting bags of ice so your black clothes don't turn gray. Laundry tips for living in Phoenix during 118-degree summers.
We've never seen fire restrictions this early in the year, ever. Last year we had 3 fires in Colorado, the 3 largest fires in the state's history. If that happens in our quarter, in our part of town, we're talking about 1,000 lives lost.
There was a fire about a mile away. Those giant helicopters that siphon water, they were taking it from our golf course ponds and lifting it up and then carrying it to the fire.
The fire began at sometime in the afternoon, and I noticed a change in the color of the sky. I had left my window open just a crack, a couple of inches to let some air in. And when I woke up the next morning, there was this fine layer of ash covering everything. And I just knew what it was. It wasn't just ash. I was looking at people's lives. We're leaving California like so many others because this is crazy.
We are in a place that could go up in flames, could end up without water, could end up so hot that you just can't live. We're putting the house up in September and saying goodbye to Arizona.
We're just sitting here going, don't come here, don't come here and contribute to this. How are we providing water for these new people? Where is the housing coming from?
We are climate migrants. There's been huge migrations in America throughout history, and now here's another one.
Okay, so y'all just heard it. So the Most High I'm giving all glory, honor, and praise to the Holy One of Israel, the Elohim of Israel, the creator of heaven, earth, the sea, and all that therein is, because he does all things. And he is cleansing the earth. Sure is. He created it and he's cleansing it. And no one is going to be left on that earth but him and the 12 tribes of Israel, which is his people who he's in covenant with, and the covenant is everlasting. And I'm one of them. Yes, I am. Okay, so I'm gonna read a little. It says extreme weather is upending lives in the West. You walk around with this vague sense of terror. It was the heat in part that pushed Eric Beck to leave Los Angeles. He had built a successful career in the TV and film industry over 42 years, and he said it was a grueling decision. But as a 65-year-old with diabetes and an elevated risk for health complications and the city's more frequent heat waves, he chose to go. He moved to Portland, Oregon 3 years ago. Beck felt it was a smart decision given the city's historically temperature climate and one that is relatively insulated from the worst effects of climate change. This summer has wiped that illusion away, so it's getting heated up there. In ways big and small, the effects of climate change, which scientists have long warned will worsen without shift efforts to limit greenhouse gas emissions, are upending lives across the U.S. Many residents of the West who spoke with CNN say that they are frightened by the inescapable heat. Because see, those people, anyone other than us melanin, because see, we're used to the heat. That's our climate. We like warm. Those Gentiles, those heathens, they're like cold. They can't handle the heat. The sun burns them. It burns them up. They're gonna get burnt up. The sun is gonna burn them up, let alone a fire. That's how come they have to wear the sunscreen. We don't have to wear no sunscreen. I go out there in the sun, no problem. Okay. It says, many residents of the West who spoke with CNN say that they are frightened by the inescapable heat, the explosive wildfires, and the unrelenting drought. Most of all, they fear how much worse things could get for them and their children. Oh, you haven't seen nothing yet. This is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. Y'all tell me what y'all think about the end times. I'm excited because it's the changing of the guards. The Most High, the creator of heaven, earth, the sea, and all that therein is, he's going to come here and he's going to reign with us, the 12 tribes of Israel, his sons and daughters of Zion. He's going to reign with us forever. We're going to reign with him forever and live with him forever in Zion. Yes, we're going to Exodus. We're going to go back home to Zion, Israel. That's right. That's where we're from. We're from Israel, Jerusalem. That's where you're from, Israel. Israel is our original home. That's where we're from. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Please like, share, and subscribe. And shalom.